5,875 pounds. This is a big but very half-ton towable Coachmen Freedom Express lightweight bunkhouse here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. It is long, but the wide stance axles will help with that half-ton towability. It was stored indoors, and this is going to make someone either a great first, second, or last camper, whatever the case may be. We will talk more about the slide in just a minute here, but right now I have all the slides closed. The bunkhouse and the kitchen sofa slide right here. One of the benefits of this layout and this style of slide system is that the RV remains 100% accessible and functional. Even when the slide out is closed, you can still get to the bunks, you can get to all the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, all of the seating. If you need to stop and rub the sleep out of your eyes, this camper can absolutely get you there and get all of that done. But then, you get to your destination, and you hit the buttons, and you open the slide, and man, what a difference that little slide makes. Something I always think is fun and interesting is when we get in a used camper from a brand that we carry brand new. Because I tell people all the time, if you want to see if a brand is worth keeping long term, what you need to do is look around on a used RV lot. The trick with that is the brands that are worth keeping, you have a hard time finding on a used RV lot because people have an easier time selling them privately and outright. So when I get a rare opportunity to go through something like this, like as a Freedom Express dealer here at Haylett RV, and getting to see how it's held up over the test of time, I love doing that. And I am absolutely happy with what I see here. And it's really kind of cool because the base skeleton and spirit of what still makes Freedom Express popular today, it's all here. It's just, they've evolved with the buyer's market a little bit. So it does also help. This has been impeccably well kept by the previous owner. The only reason this is here is they just needed more space. So they swapped this out for a big triple slide bunkhouse that we had here at Haylett's. So we're going to start over here. One of the reasons this is crazy, crazy lightweight is it does actually have a shallow slide, which is one of the best benefits of a traditional sofa galley super slide. And that it's something that you don't see done a lot today. Now, Freedom Express's sister that we carry here, the Apex, they still do quite a bit of it, but wouldn't you know it, Apex is crazy lightweight, all their floor plans being available under 6,000 pounds. This is kind of a precursor to that. Now, a lot of the things that make Freedom still popular today are still here. Like, all your tabletops and countertops have a sealed edge. It's called a thermofoil countertop. They're seamless. They're not going to have areas where water can bleed in there. We've got a stone cast sink. It's rated for up to 500 degrees, which means you can't get water hot enough to damage that sink because water boils before 500 degrees. It's awesome that way. They also, you don't get rust spots on them because they're not metal, you know. Now the kitchen cabinetry, they didn't waste anything, and I do like the full upper overhead slide storage. That's kind of a classic thing, and I tell you, Coachmen is still crazy about storage today. The Freedom Expresses and the Apexes that we carry, like sometimes, I'll submit ideas or things for them to consider, like, yeah, but we'd have to get rid of storage, and we're not going to do that. And I really respect that. Now, this is something you don't see a lot of in today's market. The Rockwood RVs that we carry here at Haylett RV, some of their small mini lights are about the only time you find a full U-dinette not mounted in the slide out. And it makes me sad that you don't see this very often. And here's why. The window. If this is mounted in the slide out, then normally you'd have a kitchen over here. But with the dinette right here on the door side of the camper, I get this awesome ventilating picture window looking right out at my campsite. That is awesome and is exceptionally difficult to find. You will find these have ducted heating in the cabinets, not in the flooring. And that means that this is a very easy to clean, carpetless floor plan. The whole camper is carpetless, all the way through the bunkhouse, the bathroom, the bedroom, everywhere. It means it is very easy to clean. You can sweep it up, Swiffer it out, move them on up rawhide. Back here, this is cool. Now, this is a floor plan that we still pretty much have available here at Haylett RV. Not from Freedom Express. They have discontinued this model, but from the Grey Wolf, which is a Forest River product. It's called a 27 DBS. So, if you like the layout, but you're trying to find something that's a little more budget friendly than a laminated Ultralite, we have that here too at Haylett RV. So this upper bunk, you might notice the little clip in the wall right there. It can kind of flip up and lock in place. This down here can be a sofa, lounge. It can. These are individual little folding cube futon things. You could lay one out on the floor right here to have a dual bed thing going on. Or you could just take the rear, trapezoidal shaped cushions off the back of that. Smoke coming out of my ears trying to form that sentence, apparently. And you could just lay on that as it is. But it's a very flexible arrangement. It's very effective. And what I like back here is it gives the kids or guests or whoever a nice little rainy day second living room, extended living room, private living space. They got a little bit of their own cabinetry. They got that nice breeze window. You could throw a TV over here. What I do like is I don't see where anyone ever screwed a flat screen to the wall or anything. These are virgin walls that haven't been dinged up or damaged. Now, right next to the bunkhouse and right next to the kitchen, you have, look at that, either a giant double hanging closet because there are hangers up there and these are removable shelves, or you have a big double pantry closet system. And you can really customize that and remove those shelves to form this storage however you want to. Now, in case you have spotted it, eagle eye viewers, you're noticing this panel is loose on there. That's because that's the winterization access. That panel is loose only because it's winterized currently, and that's how you get to the water pump. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I actually like the fact that they have this camper winterized. Bathroom is simple, but simply effective. What more do you need? More of that waterproof countertop stuff, and I like that it's a cabinet, not just a mirror. Now, the hanging rod right here, what I like about this is when you don't want it in your way, you can push it back if you're just in the bathroom. Now, if you're showering, you can pull it out. And that is such a cool feature. It gives you more room where you need it, when you need it. Very smart, very cool. Foot flush toilet kind of rounds out the bathroom. Kind of gloss over the living area real quick. One of the other things I like about this is a lot of campers today, whether it's right, wrong, or otherwise, I'm not commenting on that. I'm simply stating the fact that a lot of RVs, even bunkhouses, are very focused on the position of the TV across from the seating. They're very entertainment-centric. This one is very social-centric. It's very human in that way. The seating faces inward. The seating faces one another. And I don't know. I'm not as... we're all getting older, and I never felt like I grew up. I'm a Toys R Us kid at heart. I never really felt like I grew up. I'm just a big dumb internet dork. But this is camping to me. I grew up camping with my family, and we camp still today. And there's not a TV in my camper. As tech forward as I am as a person, I am still tech adverse when it comes to actually camping. And I know that sounds crazy considering how excited and jazzed up I get for some of the different RVs like the Fusions and the Rockwoods and the really space age stuff that we have here at Haylett RV. But I like basic. I like simple. I think this gives us enough on a rainy day. It's not a 40-inch high-def projection whatever TV. It's just a simple little, 1922-incher. It gets the job done, though. And at night, you can spin this thing around. It can also face the bedroom. Now, you don't really lose any privacy here because they put these handy little, the technical term on this is the Flappy Doodle Mic Deluxe 3000. I think that's a 3000 series right there. Anyway, the point here being that people can't peek around the entertainment center. Did you notice, by the way, we have sliding privacy doors, not curtains? DVD, CD stereo, not Bluetooth. Bluetooth came into camping a little bit later. I love how wide open this is, too. Now, it doesn't have a technical shoe garage, but you've got a nice area right here just begging you to line the shoes up and keep them out of the way of foot traffic, and that helps cut down the clutter and the dirt through the camper. Up here in the bedroom, again, simple but straightforward. Now, this is important right here. I really wanted to stress the difference between this Freedom Express and today's Freedom Express. This camper was made before they went with the longer residential length 80-inch queen. This is a short camp queen. It does come close to the entertainment center. It doesn't touch it. If you wanted to upgrade to an 80-inch camp queen, you could just barely smash that thing in there. And chances are, if you're married, you're going to swear at each other twice trying to fold and bend that mattress to get it in place. But you'll do it, and you'll manage, and then you'll be okay. So it's kind of a delicate balance of where your comfort level lies in a camper. So, overall, the interior, I couldn't have asked for better out of the interior. You can see that so the sofa is probably one of the highest traffic areas for seating in this camper. You can see it is clean, it is well kept, it is free of scars and snags and everything. This is a used but well-loved and well-maintained camper. And that trend will continue as we step outside. First thing to hit on out here is the fact that when this RV was not being used, it was stored inside away from the sun, which is one of the reasons the skin really still has just a beautiful gleam to it. The folks did a good job of keeping her clean and well kept, especially in this kind of not fun, not pleasant weather. If this thing was just left outside, it would be just a dirty, disgusting mess. And it's not. It's clean, it's well kept. That's what those folks did here. This was way ahead of its time when this was built in terms of what was common in this class. Like, we've got a push-button power awning, we've got push-button power stabilizer jacks, and the access is actually in that front pass-through right there. We've got a power tongue jack up here. One of the other, you know, Freedom Express actually was way ahead of its time on a lot of things. This is one of the most ripped off and duplicated trailers on the market. Like, and I see that, like, we carry a lot of different brands. I see stuff Freedom Express has been doing for years that other manufacturers are still catching on to. I'm like, man, it's, like, I understand why they do it because they're smart features, but Freedom Express has been breaking the mold on lightweights for a long time. This is one of the things that they did. They were one of the first to flip-flop the propane and battery to give you an extended battery tray, to give you potentially additional dry camp time. They also, they're still one of the only ones that tongue mounts their spare tire. They do that for load equalizing reasons, because weight up front tows better than weight in the back, and it leaves the rear bumper open for bike racks. The pass-through storage up here, 42 cubic foot of storage space. At the time that they came out with this, it was the largest in the ultralight industry, and it's still tied for largest even today. They never changed that, just other brands kind of caught up to it. Little differences they still do on their models today are like the little pull-out Coleman camp grills. One of the things that I've found from talking to a lot of people is the little black RVQ grills. A lot of people find they don't really like them. They don't feel that it cooks well. They don't like how it cooks, whatever the case may be. But these things, they burn hot because it's a high output grill, not a low output grill. So it can actually hold up against a breeze. It takes a 25-mile-an-hour gust to knock the flame off of that thing. It only takes a 5-mile-an-hour breeze, which is less than it takes you to blow out the candles on a happy birthday cake, mind you, to blow out the flame on an RVQ grill. So they work fine on a calm day. But one of the things that everybody likes when they camp is a breeze outside. Except your grill. Your grill hates the breeze. So there you go. The spare tire looks like it's never seen, touched anything. Oh, the underbelly. Somebody skinned this, and this does not look like a factory skin. So somebody skinned the underbelly, which helps with aerodynamics. It helps keep critters out, and it gives you just that extra buffer, that extra layer of dead air to keep your floor warm and to help protect your plumbing and whatnot. Now, unfortunately, we've got this thing backed right up to a Montana here, so I can't do a normal full walk all the way around the camper like I'd like to, so we're going to end back at this rear corner. But little things I want to point out. I love the location of the outside shower. It's on the face of that kitchen slide. That's weird. You don't see that a lot, but it makes it super easy to access. I love that all of our hookups are right back here in one corner, and you may notice those wide stance stability axles. Those are critical on a long camper like this designed for half-ton towing, because one of the factors that people never consider, or maybe they don't even know they need to consider, that's probably more the case, I think more people would consider this if they knew about it, was that a long trailer is more inclined to push and shove a smaller vehicle with a short wheelbase. Because of the weight of this camper, it is potentially within the weight range, the towing weight capacities of many SUVs. But because of the length of this camper, I don't highly recommend this for anything but very, very large SUV towing, which frankly is on a half-ton chassis anyway. The reason being, this long trailer will push that around, but that's why they use these wide stance axles, because basically it helps cheat the wheelbase, and it helps keep the trailer from wanting to wiggle back and forth and bounce up and down. These are not a replacement for a proper weight distribution and anti-sway. They are a supplement to that system. Overall, I mean, considering the age and the use, this was used 6 times a year. They were very regimented in how they used the camper, and obviously very regimented in how they took care of it. Overall, I'm very happy with what I see here, and I think you're going to be very happy with it hooked up to your vehicle, heading on out of here and going to build some family memories. So give us a call. We only do everything here at Haylett RV: hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and basically everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.